Hello and welcome everybody, this is Eric here, and today I want to go over BJR5 for starters. Now, I recently got into this, and my account's just over a year old, and I'm realizing now exactly how much sooner I should have been trying to form this team. Um, and I realized with artifacts now, it's actually not as difficult to get your Beleaguer to hit as hard as he needs to. So, first and foremost, let's look at Beleaguer. This may look pretty intimidating, but really, you don't need quite as much crit rate, um, but you need to squeeze out as many stats as you possibly can, and the artifacts really help with that. So I also have some little bonuses on here on top of the flat attack, which is really helpful. I can afford to have my Beleaguer this squishy as well because he's in the back line and I have 4 in the front line. So if you look at the spreadsheets that I'm going to link in the description, you'll see exactly the calculations you need to do and the stats that your monsters are going to need. And also, my fire tower and generic attack tower are not maxed. They're about halfway done. So your Beleaguer doesn't even need to be quite this good. I'm hitting for, I think, like mid 32s to, somewhere in the 33k range. And it's been really consistent and nice. But first and foremost, obviously, you need to get this guy runed up and max his S3. Then, Jansen, the J in BJR5, make sure that your speed tuning is all correct as well. I'll go over the turn order, but you really need to look at the spreadsheet that I'll link in the description to make sure that everything is not going to get desynced. Jansen, you're just going to want a triple fight. Colleen, you'll want to double fight Will. Your lead, whether it's Pang, if it's Hua, if it's one of the 23% fire crit leads, if it's the fire Nine-Tail Fox girl, just triple fight, it needs to die. So give it really squishy runes. And the bear needs to die as well, however he needs to be on will runes so that he doesn't get his passive turned off by the oblivion status that the boss can apply. And Lauren will be double fight will as well. And for starter BJR5s, you definitely want to have her run crit damage so that when you get the attack buff from the Colleen, you can actually do a reasonable amount of damage with her as well to make up for what your Beleaguer might be lacking. So let's see if we can get a squad here. Alright, we have a squad here. So we'll get into this and I'll talk over what's going on so I can explain exactly what's happening. So first, you want your Colleen to be moving. So she has to be the fastest. After that, it's going to be Lauren. And after that, it's going to be Beleaguer and then Jansen. So the boss is going to attack. It's going to kill off your lead and the bear. And, it's important that the bear has will runes on it, like I mentioned before, so that his passive isn't turned off by the oblivion effect that the boss can apply. So after the Beleaguers go off the first time, the boss is going to jump because you've brought the boss to half health. And he will kill off the Colleen and the bear once more, which, means 3 things are dead. When Jansen revives, it'll boost the attack bar of everything to max, and also since 2 things died from the jump, Beleaguer's at max stacks again, and, of course the Lauren goes before him for the defense break, and everything should be going smoothly. There are some desync issues, but that's all described in more detail in the link I'm going to be putting below, but for now, let's just get another run going. The main reason I wanted to make this video was because I didn't realize how, simple it was to throw this team together. I just never took the time to look at the spreadsheet and take it seriously because I was focusing on other things. But when you can get under 30-second runs consistently in R5, you get so many grinds and gems, and I highly, highly recommend this for people who are grinding out their towers, getting them maxed, and really want to take their game to the next level. Having access to this many grinds and gems allows you to take your game to the next level, and it's really incredible. So, anyways, thank you all for watching. Do all the YouTube stuff. Like if you enjoyed what you saw. Comment if you have any questions, and subscribe if you want to see more content from me in the future. Anyways, thank you all for coming, and until next time, take care, everybody.